Hello, welcome my fellow ballers to Fan Opinion, where I'm just gonna roll through the recent goings on in football world and give you my opinion on them. So FIFA, this whole thing with FIFA and where do you start with this tale of corruption, shadiness, bribes, kickbacks? Just these highest of the highest officials, like funneling millions, hundreds of millions of pounds worth of bribes and kickbacks, allegedly. But it will, in all probability, be proven looking at the evidence that's mounting against them. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm going to leave links in the description to all of this sort of stuff that I'm talking about, but it's so crazy. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. They're basically saying in a huge broad sense that everyone at FIFA is being investigated, or more or less a lot of FIFA bigwigs. So let's say the executive committee. So those big boys who are sitting just below Blatter are all being investigated. Every single one of them, in one way or another, either by the FBI or the Swiss authorities, are questioning them and investigating them. And I think yesterday, Blatter is actually being officially investigated by the FBI. As I speak, I think Australia are probing bids into the World Cup that they lost to Qatar. I think South Africa are probing their World Cup bids. It's unprecedented in the world of football, but it's about time, because I think a lot of people in the football world knew about it and knew that this was happening, but because of the fact that it was such a insular organisation and just apart from the rest of it, it's so detached from the actual footballing world, just doing what they want in their corporate bigwig boxes, getting the best seats in the house for World Cup games, getting the best seats in the house for all other matches, can go anywhere in the world they want on the FIFA, budget. I mean, the FIFA cash reserves, just as an example, have grown like by 5-6-fold in the past 10 years, which is unbelievable. I think something like now, like 1.6 billion cash they're sitting on, when it was like 250 million or so 10 years ago. It's crazy the amount of cash they've accumulated in its time. And, well, what can you say? I mean, barring the investigation or pending the outcome of the investigation in the FBI, which has taken 3 years in itself. So, and they're not finished with it yet. And this is the FBI. So the reason that they are getting involved is because of this one guy called Chuck Blazer, who's some fat, obese American guy who sat on the executive committee. And like yesterday or a couple of days ago, his basically confession came out in his testimony, where he basically said, yep, I took bribes, I took kickbacks, and I did this to deny money going back into the world of football and to line my own pockets, basically. The guy was, not only did he have his own apartment in the Trump Towers in America where he used to stay, he had an apartment next to him for his cats. Only for his cats that he was paying £4,000 a month for. So this guy was lining his pockets from FIFA money and all of this money that was coming through football. And he was saying that it wasn't alone, there were others involved, which is why the FBI are investigating these X amount. I think it's like 7 or 8 people from FIFA. But on top of that, you've got the Swiss authorities as well, which are opening their investigations into the actual World Cup bids. So Russia 2018 and Qatar 2022. And they're like investigating 10 people who are also like ex-members of the committee. So it's just like heads are going to roll soon in terms of the FIFA scandal. It's absolutely insane how this has all come about. But you can see exactly why Sepp Blatter said when he was elected, oh no, I've got to stay. I've got to clean up this whole mess. And then suddenly after that, as soon as 4 days later, he's saying, oh no, I've got to leave. People aren't accepting my mandate. So what's happened in those 4 days? Well, me personally, I think that he's got word of the fact that the American courts were going to release the testimony of Chuck Blazer. So he knew that basically he he was gone either way, so he'd rather go out now rather than actually be in charge when they're probably going to take him to court and charge him. Possibly. I don't know. But watch this space on the FIFA scandal. Crazy things, unprecedented. Keep on it. So, Rafa Benitez as well is the new Real Madrid boss. And he got a 3-year contract. Wow. I don't know who his agent is. I can't remember his name, but he must be good. He must really be good. I can't believe they're going to pay him off for a 3-year contract. Well, pay him off, but there's no way Benitez is going to last 3 years in Madrid. I personally don't think he'll last one season. Possibly he might make out one season, but that's it. And then he'll be gone. People can say he's won things, but the last league title he won was with Valencia. And that was, over 10 years ago now. 10 years ago he won the Champions League, fair play to him. But since then he's only won minor European competitions. And he's only ever come second once in the league. I think that was with Liverpool. So, in terms of his finishing positions with his clubs, it's not good enough. It's not good enough for a club like Real Madrid, who just got a revolving door. I mean, even if you win the league, you might be out the door. So, I don't know what Rafa Benitez is hoping, that he's not going to win the league, but somehow manage to stay in his job. I mean, I can't. I don't see Rafa Benitez doing well at Madrid at all. I don't think the players will like him either. He good enough for Madrid? No way. So James Milner is apparently going off to Liverpool after leaving Man City on a free transfer. I haven't really liked Milner throughout his career. He's the product of hard work and graft, and fair play to him. He's like Frank Lampard in that regard. He has maximised his potential, even though he's not had the best assets or capabilities as many other footballers do. He has used those to the best of his ability. He literally has pushed himself as far as he can go. I mean, he doesn't drink. He's a teetotaler. He watches his diet, and I think he covered the third most kilometers a game on average last season, after only George Boyd and I think it was Flamini. But he runs. So fair play to him. He is a great player in that regard. Man City are probably going to regret selling him. One, because of FFP, because they need more English players in their squad. And two, because they haven't got that many hard workers or grafters in their squad. They've got a lot of artists, but no one really wants to do that role. Like Fernando and Fernandinho aren't good enough. So Man City will probably regret that. Liverpool are getting a good player as well, to be fair. And they need someone like that. Gerrard's gone. So you'd say that Milner could come in. He's not going to do exactly what Gerrard does, but he would probably sit in the midfield in that team. He might go out wide, but I can see him sitting in the midfield with possibly Henderson. And look at the engines that they've got in there now. So yeah, that's Milner's going to Liverpool, so that's crazy. So yeah, this is funny. Oh my God, this is funny. So basically, Derek Origi, the guy who's going to go play Liverpool next season, I'm already laughing, this is funny, has said that, I think not quoting him, but he pretty much said that Liverpool, with the players they have and the squad at their disposal, they should be winning the league with the talent they have. So that tells me a couple of things about Origi. One, he can't be all up there, because Jesus Christ, if he's saying that Liverpool, with that squad that they've got, Balotelli, Lambert and Borini as your strikers, and Sturridge always out, should win the title, you're brain dead. Origi, you are brain dead. Anyway, he's apparently saying that Liverpool should win the title and he can't wait to get going next year. Best of luck, bro. Best of luck. So anyway, that was fan opinion, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see anything else, or you want me to talk about anything else, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you soon. Easy.